Damn, I just got called godlike. Thanks. Oh, look at that. Nice, exciting matchup right off the bat. Very offensive. You'll find nearly every matchup in this game is offensive. There's like two turtle characters in this whole game. It's like Remy and Chun-Li, and that's it. I guess 12 was kind of a turtle character. Everyone else plays Rushdown. Jab, jab, dash punch. You almost never see that combo. It's a weird combo. Yeah, actually, that's kind of true. Like, that's not even, you shouldn't even put a Kappa face there. Hugo can win everything with good reads and footsies. This is a game where reads are super rewarding. Why the fuck is Akuma I mean, granted, you don't get exposed to that often. Why is the Akuma running super 2, and why did the Mikoto miss the punish? If that was super 1, it would have comboed. Akuma can land all three of his supers from pretty much the same scenario, so it doesn't matter that much which one he picks, but there's more setups for super 1. And they all do roughly the same damage. 2 does slightly more than 1. 3 does, I think, about the same as... I think grounded 3 does less damage than 2, and air 3 does more damage than 2. I don't remember the damage of 3. You can get an Evil Recession with me for free. It depends on whether you want to learn or if you just want to do casuals. If you want to learn, it's like, I don't know. I have to find time in my day and shit. I often tell people they have to pay to fight me, but really you don't. I tell people that, like, the thing is, like, a lot of people do want to play me, and I can't play all of them because there's a lot of requests. And also, I've got really strange hours of day nowadays. And I ask people, like, you know, if you want lessons, maybe, like, fucking... Okay, it's just casual, so never mind. I think Akuma's other two supers besides 1 are really cool looking, but he loses out on links like close medium kick into super 1, and those are all really useful. Anti-air, you lose the second one, but you still get most of the damage because most of the damage is in the third one. It's kind of cool how it works for anti-air. I have a long set of a Bison player destroying me, so maybe you could rewatch. You could watch that and determine how to fight Elena with Bison. I feel like Elena's at a slight advantage versus Bison. Not an extraordinary advantage, but definitely an advantage. What the fuck? Sweep and then, like, try and punish their punish on YouTube. It's the finals of, I think, Bafael Cup 6. There was a really good Bison player who made it to finals. Second was pretty good, despite the fact that he's running Super 2. Which Mikoto? Third Strike Mikoto or Street Fighter 4 Mikoto? Third Strike Mikoto I put slightly below top tier. No, I put her top tier. I think she's comfortably best 4 characters in game. I think she's number 4. A lot of people put her below Ken. No, I think she's number 3. A lot of people put her below Ken. I think she's better than Ken. I think she is the third best character in the game. And the reason I think that is that Ken gets a lot of mileage out of just beating up the low tiers. But Mikoto is more rewarding. Mikoto fights the top tiers better than Ken does, and like the high tiers, mid tiers. And also she's like the character where if you can make reads, like she's the most rewarding for making reads of any character in this game. A lot of people say she's not quite as good as a lot of tier lists place her because her Super 2 is actually like not that hard to avoid. And if you're doing that, it makes Mikoto Super 2 useless. But I think Mikoto Super 1 is like about as good as Super 2 anyway. Super 1 Dudley. Dudley, it's basically player preference whether you pick 1 or 3. 1 does slightly more damage, 3 you have more often. I think 3 is slightly better. I think Dudley is probably the 5th best character in the game, but Ken and Akuma are also vying for that spot. I think Ken is probably 4th best. Dudley is probably 5th best. Akuma is probably 6th best. Akuma does have a notably very high ceiling, so maybe he's better than them. I don't know if Ken has as... I mean, I don't think Akuma has as good of an Oki as Ken. Ken's Oki is really stupid. Akuma doesn't have an overhead into Super. Ken does. That's a pretty big difference. Akuma's close forward is also not as good as Ken's start combo as an Oki move. Also, Ken's taunt is better than Akuma's. I'm pretty sure it's better. Akuma does have Demon Flip, which he can use for some annoying Oki. So I'm not going to write Akuma off, but I think that Overhead is pretty much the big clincher. I feel like Akuma does better in footsies than Ken does. Akuma is unfortunately a very volatile character because of his very low health. You have to remember that playing Akuma is like playing 3/4 of a Ken. You know what I mean? Nice car grab. He could have gone for a Super 1 combo, but instead he just went for the Dizzy. Oh shit, it's paying off. Yeah, he got the Dizzy. You have to remember that Akuma literally has 3/4 of Ken's health. It's slightly more than 3/4, but not much more. Akuma's got like 950 health or some amount like that. Ken has 1200. Nice combo. He's not going to get a meter back though. Ooh, the jump back was cool. Urien does not have a cross up. He would be a much better character if he had one. It would work perfectly with this game. That combo worked really far from the corner. Urien must be very juggle friendly. Jump back short. Very interesting option. Actually anti-aired. If Urien came down with a normal, he probably would have just beat the Mikoto. Ooh, that's unsafe. That's a pretty weak punish. He maybe could have done stand strong into dash punch. I mean, tackle. Chariot tackle. I don't know if the stand strong hits Mikoto, but it'd be weird if it didn't. I've never even seen Gutex play Alex. That was cool. That's a really cool thing that just happened. Mikoto anti-aired with Stand Fierce, and Urien parried it, and then Mikoto did DX Fukiage. And that, even if you parry, like you have to parry twice. So that's tricky. And also, if he did that Stand Fierce and Urien just got hit by it, he still would have canceled the Fukiage. I think. Maybe he could buffer it and then cancel in reaction to the focus. In fact, that should be possible. That's a pretty cool thing he did, though. Ouch. No EX tackle. He wanted one. EX tackle would have been really good there. Nice. You parry one of those, you get a big punish. That was supposed to be a headbutt, I think. Ooh. Oh, it didn't even hit. That would have been a favorable trade for Mikoto because she would have gotten out of the mirror. She wouldn't have got all the hits, she only would have got the first hit. But the block stun would have pushed her out of the mirror. The block stun would have made it so Urien couldn't stop her from getting pushed out of the mirror, rather. But it whiffing was even better for Mikoto. Reversal Super 1. He's pulling that out a lot. It is like 2 frames, or 3 frames, I think. It's like a 3-frame super, something like that. It's really fast. Oh, this video is only fucking 24 minutes long. It's short. I didn't even realize. What the hell? Why is he not going for headbutt there? He's going for fucking crouch, a second crouch fierce. Whoa, he got the mid-air connect. He didn't get charge in time. That was a punish, I think. Tackles are unsafe. Which characters can punish them varies. I would not be surprised at all if dash punch was a punish for tackles. If Urien cancels his tackle into a Aegis, it's safe. Nice dizzy. That second dash punch still works even if it's not a dizzy. He didn't even go for the super link. He just went for the EX. Urien is tall. Instant overheads and other things that work on tall characters work on him. It would not be hard to make Alex good. They would just need to make us like command grab, his regular command grab faster, and his DDT like not shitty. It'd be really easy to make Alex good. It literally wouldn't even be hard. There's a lot of things you could do. It all depends on the engine. But if Alex had a halfway decent command grab, he'd be good. The thing about third strike is that there's not many opportunities to land hard flash chop. But like if he was in Street Fighter 4, there would be all kinds of opportunities to land hard flash chop, like after a focus. Actually, that's like the only opportunity, but it'd be a really big obvious one, and that would happen all the time. The thing about third strike is actually there's more punish opportunities than other fighting games because of the way parries work. Every time you land a parry, it's basically a punish opportunity. So you do your punish combos all the fucking time. But after a parry, you usually don't have time to do a hard flash chop. And those are often the only punish scenarios. Like, I guess you block uppercuts too. Block sweepers and whatnot. At the high level of play, a good player won't give you many punish opportunities. Outside of parry. The thing about third strike is it's impossible to be safe. It's just impossible. There are no fully safe options. Every option carries risk to some degree. Even like throwing fireballs still carries risk because of the good mobility. Even though there aren't that many good fireball answers. And fireballs are unrewarding as fuck. Nice dizzy with the towards short. That's Dudley only. I think it works on a couple characters. You might be able to do it on Dizzy Hugo too. If Dudley's dizzy, Fukiage hits him on the ground. It's just the way his hitbox interacts with hers. A little character specific little thing. It's quite good though. There aren't that many characters in this game, so character-specific stuff like that is not hard to remember. There's only 14 characters, or 19 characters, not counting Gil. So, like, even though there's more character-specific combos, it's not that hard to keep a hold on all of it. Oh, that was really good. Fukiage is very difficult to utilize in this game. I've already, from this Mikoto, I've already seen more Fukiages than I've ever seen, like, in any single, like, set in my life. This guy is really good with them. Basically, most Mikotos only use Fukiages post Abara Tosanami. That's like the only time most Mikotos ever use that move. It's not a very good. You can't just do it like it doesn't have like upper body invincibility or any bullshit like that. So you can't just. Ooh, that was cool. Whoa, nice parrying. Still got punished. You need a ridiculously long parry to get out of that. He could have actually stopped parrying and thrown the Urien, and that would have actually been a good idea. It would have gotten him out without the ridiculously long parry he did, but it was, you know. It's not like he made some crazy reads or anything. He literally got lucky. He had no idea what the Urien was going to do. Urien could have done a low forward and just fucked it all up. That kind of parry looks all impressive because the parries are going in both directions, but you're tapping the same direction every single time. It's not nearly as hard to do as it looks. You got a good read on the rhythm. Reversal headbutt is actually a really good reversal because it's airborne frame 1. So even if you get hit out of it, you get a reset. Even if you get hit out on the first frame. It's not invincible though. Ugh. This is a good scenario for Urien. He deliberately leaves the mirror so it's not going to be hitting her. And that way it'll last a really long time, which lets him pressure. There aren't that many overheads that don't look like overheads. Urien's only overhead is the, he's got the universal overhead, which every character has, and then he's got the towards fierce where he steps in and punches downwards. Makoto's only got her, headbutt, or her slam punch thing. What's that move called? Orochi. She's only got her Orochi and her universal overhead. There aren't that many. I mean, it's not that there aren't a whole lot of overheads. Urien and Mikoto Fest. Urien's quite a cool character, so I'm kind of okay with that. Shin Mikoto would be cool. That was a touch petitioning right there. He did a forward dash into a low short, or yeah, low short tackle. You can't do a forward dash into a charge move unless you charge petition. Charge partitioning is not present at all in Street Fighter 4, but it'd be kind of cool if it was. Oh, nice forward dash. Urien's Stand Fierce is one of the few normals in the game that can actually contest Mikoto low forward. Mikoto's low forward has insanely high priority in this game, except it has no combo potential at all. So it's like a bad Rose low strong. It's actually kind of still like that in Street Fighter 4. Nice punish. You got the one frame link too. It's quite an easy one frame link to get. Basically what you do after a dash, he was crouching too, so he had even more time. It's like a 4 frame link when the opponent's crouching. What you do is you do double quarter circle, and then you do light punch, medium punch, hard punch, release light punch, release medium punch, release hard punch. And that's 6 frames of, you just call a fucking, did you call his fucking banana hammock, dude? What the fuck? Like his clothing? Like his little Olympian codpiece thing? I don't know what to call that. Man thong? He's supposed to look like a fucking, like a Grecian athlete. Despite the fact that he is Mexican. Anyway, that link, you have actually 6 frames to hit it if you input it perfectly. Despite it being a 1 frame link, if you input it perfectly, it's like a 6 frame link. You get 3 instances of different punch buttons being hit and 3 instances of negative edges. Mikoto builds meter pretty fast. That's nice. That's a punish for Karakusa. There aren't that many of those. Makes Mikoto's life a little harder. Short swing blow. Dudley still uses all his tools in this game. Short swing blow is probably the move you see the least. Thunderbolt does not even exist in this game. It was removed from second impact to third strike. They just straight up took a special move out because they were like, it's too useless. Imagine if they did that. What's like the most useless special move in Street Fighter 4? Imagine if they took like Kemi's hooligan combination. They were just like, it's hard to think of a use for this move, so we just removed it. Nice. Overhead, if it hits a crouching opponent, is a 1 frame link to super. If it hits a standing opponent, you can't link it to super at all. Nice. Towards medium kick reaction super. You don't have a whole lot of time to react to that. Dudley's confirms are on point. It is no coincidence that the top tier of this game are the characters who managed to make it into Street Fighter 4. That was a nice EX uppercut. Uppercuts carry a shit ton of risk in this game. And most of them aren't invincible. Or they are invincible, but they're not invincible till they hit. That was a really good anti-air. You got the normal canceled into the special move. The normal normally resets, but if you cancel into a special move very quickly, and it's a sufficiently fast special move, it will combo. Nice little tick throw there. No, this is actual arcade. It's a replay though. I'm not playing right now. I'm watching a replay. Although I am a pretty good third strike player in my own humble opinion. I'd be curious to know how I went against these guys. Samurai House is pretty nice. Well, the close short. You almost never see that normal. Nice. Ducking is low profile. And you can cancel it to super at any point. I shouldn't say at any point, but during a good amount of it, you can cancel the super. Anti-air supers, and also if you go under the opponent, they have to parry backwards. Like if you duck, the super will autocorrect. If you duck under the opponent and get behind them, super will autocorrect. It's gonna dizzy. Yeah. It's actually like you actually have time to shake out of dizzy if Mikoto stuns you with super 1, but it's incredibly precise. You need to have like very optimal dizzy shaking. Dudley's dizzy shaking looked fast as fuck there. You can tell, like, the stars go faster and faster depending on... Ooh, nice. That's low strong to ducking, and then if you see the low strong hit, you can cancel the ducking to upper on reaction. I mean, the ducking to super. Combos like low strong into ducking straight, like, don't work. But super is really fast. Super's got like 2-frame startup for Dudley. Dudley has super 1 and super 3 are 2-frame startup, and super 2 is 3-frame startup. Do normal build meter after the KO flash? No. Nothing you do after the KO flash matters. A lot of people go for juggles just to be cool. Some people taunt because they're dicks. The juggle state after a KO flash is unique though. Moves that don't normally knock down when they KO. Which never happens at any other point during the game. Existing juggle laws still apply though. That was nice. Extra time to link because corruption component. Universal overhead. Every single character in this game has an overhead with... Oh, that was a Chun-Li unique juggle. There you go. That's exactly what I was talking about, actually. So, he did universal overhead on to kill, and that normally doesn't knock down, but it did there. And then you can do low juggles on Chun-Li and Alex. They're somewhat unique in that regard. You can use other low juggles, but it depends on the character and the low. But like against Chun-Li and Alex, they get abnormally close to the ground before hitting the ground, so you can juggle into lows. So he literally used like the post KO. He literally used the post KO to show off a cool juggle. That's what most players do, or they don't do anything. Lots of players don't do anything. You can't do special moves or supers after the KO flash. You can only do normals. You can do taunt, and taunt is like a special move in this game. You can cancel into it like a special move. Ooh, they both neutral jumped. But Chun-Li super jumped, so she got lots of air. You could just reaction super cancel low forward into Chun-Li super 2. Which is probably the most completely broken element of her character design. Nice parry, nice combo post parry. Universal overhead again. Oh, he should have done it. Nice dash and throw. Mikoto's dash is amazing. You see how he dashed in, like, he probably threw her before she recovered from the low forward. That's how fast it is. Oh, Mikoto mirror to close it out. There's only 1 minute 40 seconds left of the video, so this is going to resolve pretty quickly. Third strike matches are pretty short. It's not uncommon to have like a 1 minute 30 for like a 2-round match. The fastest match I've ever seen was 43 seconds for 2 rounds. Nice. Mikoto looks a bit tomboyish, and Mikoto is also a gender ambiguous name. Like boys and girls. Very unusual for Japanese. Usually names have genders, but Mikoto can be a boy's name or a girl's name. It's unisex. Mikoto, when she gets dizzy, her gi slips down to show off her bra, and that's like the one like big indication of her gender. You can see her bra normally, but you can't tell it's a bra. You can like just see the very top of it. But then when she gets dizzy, there's like a little animation of her gi slipping down her shoulder. So not only is this 1 minute 40 seconds long, but it's actually 3 rounds. It's pretty fast. We got 20 seconds left of the video. Akira as well? What do you mean? That was a good video.